Hi, I'm Jessica Davis from Paintsville Elementary, Paintsville Independent Schools, and my grant was Engineer It. My problem of practice and my research question was how do I allow for creative problem solving strategies to be used in my daily classroom and still meet my Kentucky standards? So, when originally awarded this grant, I was teaching sixth grade science. I had been dealing with the inquiry based standards for several years, and I was looking for more ways for students to be able to use those inquiry skills daily. And this is where Engineer It came to mind. After being awarded my grant, I was moved to sixth grade math, so my problem changed a little bit. And now I'm more focused on my students becoming more critical thinkers and applying their math to all varieties of situations. My strategy to be implemented was to purchase inquiry-based STEAM kits for students to have a more hands-on inquiry-based learning that could be applied to multiple contents. These kits that I found will allow a more interactive, hands-on, blended learning approach where students teach themselves and others what worked and what didn't work throughout the year. And on this slide, you'll also find the link to the education website for purchasing these kits and a little bit more information about their education and lesson plans that they have available throughout those kits. So these are some of the kits that my students were able to look at throughout the year, just a few of them. You have structures, mechanics, wheels and axles. We even looked at some architecture with the Eiffel Tower and the London Eye Ferris wheel. I also need some storage containers to put these kits in once the blocks are removed from the original box. So I was actually able to purchase a total of 15 of those kits. Each of those kits had at least 5 different models with specific directions to build those models. And they also allow unlimited possibilities for their own creations with all of these kits that we have. So was this successful or not? I looked at a couple different things. I looked at whether student achievement would increase, student engagement would increase, whether students would learn more interactively, if student collaboration would increase, and if students would gain more problem-solving strategies. Here's an example of the London Eye Ferris wheel that we created. It does have a working motor. The kids had to make sure that the motor was in the right spot and that everything was weighted appropriately for the motor to have enough strength to move the Ferris wheel around. So they definitely gained a lot of problem-solving strategies within this particular kit. This is one of the more difficult kits. It did take several weeks to create this one over several class periods. Would student achievement increase? I definitely saw an increase in achievement scores with students. They were definitely more engaged and learned more interactively. Anytime that you can put something in the student's hands, then they're obviously more engaged and more excited. So the research behind the STEM, this is one of the reasons why I went with this grant proposal in the first place, was between 2017 and 2027, the number of STEM jobs is expected to grow 13% compared to 9% in non-STEM jobs. So it's important to put this in our classrooms daily. Implementation of the STEM. To answer the question from the previous slide, educators are putting the emphasis on STEM and STEAM. The more blogs and research you do, the more you realize that we've been doing this for the past several years with our inquiry-based STEM practices. When adding these models to my classroom, my students gained better communication skills, critical thinking skills, and most importantly, had fun while learning. If the students learn a love for learning, then they will get to do anything that they want in life. Thank you.